Hello everyone, welcome to Adda 24/7. My name is Sandeep Samal and here we are connected for the FSSAI recruitment sessions. Today is day 5 and we are going to look into how the standards are set. Since 4 days we have been talking about the food safety, how the standards are set, the limits are set, but how the standards are set. Okay, so we are going to talk about that. Okay, so let's start the session, and before starting the session, I request all of you to like the session and share the session. Okay, and also subscribe to Adda 24/7. So the topic that we are going to look into today is overview of systems and processes in standards. Okay, so how the standards are set, how the process is done. Okay, so we are going to look into all of this. So the first thing, the research and development division. Okay, so there is a division, the research and development division. If you remember, then we have already discussed about 11 divisions. Okay, and one of those divisions is the research and development division. Now this research and development division is responsible for any kind of research and any kind of development required to ensure that the food is safe, the food that reaches you is safe. Okay, so when this research and development division does their work, I mean the technical work, they come up with different standards that are required to be set for different food safety management systems. Okay, so what do they do? What are the objectives here? The first objective that research and development division has is to generate new knowledge. Okay, so they have to generate new techniques, new knowledge regarding the food safety management system. The second one is update and upgrade food safety standards. Okay, update and upgrade food safety standards. Okay, so what are these standards? Okay, now they have to keep that in mind, that what are the existing standards, and apart from that, what are the standards that are required to upgrade the type of food safety management system. I mean that for example, let's consider that a certain standard has been set for the X article of food, but during the research and development it was found that there is a superior standard here, or we can set a better standard, maybe Y, on the similar food article, right? So also the food safety standards are updated and upgraded. Then third is to conduct evidence-based studies for improving or building policies. Okay, now to build different policies, to build, just a minute guys. Okay, so to build different policies and to build build new technologies. Okay, to generate new technologies, they need some evidence. Okay, the proofs are evidence-based studies, so that's what the R&D division does. Okay, and obviously the technical officers, the technical committees, the scientific panels are the one who are going to get involved in this division. Next, notified laboratories for quality assurance. Okay, so quality assurance is a must, and for this the laboratories are notified. Okay, and how is it done? Let's check that. FSSAI has been mandated in laying down procedure and guidelines for notification of the accredited laboratories as per ISO 17025. You need to remember this one here. Okay. Okay, you need to remember this one, the ISO 17025. Next, the FSSAI notified laboratories are classified as, how are they classified? First one, FSSAI notified NABL accredited labs. Okay, so for the NABL accreditation is given to the FSSAI labs. Second one is the state labs. Okay, so there are different state labs here. Okay, and the third one here is referral labs. Okay, the third one here is referral labs. Clear? Next, see what are these referral labs. Okay, if we'll talk about the referral okay, so if we'll talk about the referral labs, then what are these referral labs? See, referral labs are those labs which are usually referred by the government institutions. For example, there are some private labs. You must have gone to the medicals or the hospitals, and there in the government medicals they usually refer that, yeah, there is a certain lab which is good, you can go there also. Okay, so these kind of referral labs are also there in FSSAI. Okay. Next, FSSAI standards. Now what are these FSSAI standards? Standards framed by FSSAI are prescribed under Food Safety and Standards, Product Standard and Food Additives Regulation 2011. See, there are so many regulations, okay. So FSSAI itself is a body where so many different rules and regulations exist, okay. So we have a lot of rules and regulations here. We have the Food Safety and Standards Act, as we know, but there are so many regulations in that. So the one of these regulations is Food Product Standards and Food Additives Regulation 2011, Food Safety and Standards Packaging and Labeling Regulation 2011, Food Safety and Standards Contaminants, Toxins and Residues Regulations 2011. So these are some of the regulations that we have to keep in mind, okay. Next, food products prescribed under FSSAI standards, okay. So what are the food products that are prescribed under the FSSAI standards? So there is a list of 11 food products here. The first one is dairy products and analogs. Now what does analog mean? Analog means something that is similar, okay, same. So dairy products and similar type of products, that is fats, oils and fat emulsions, okay. Second, fruits and vegetables products, cereal and cereal products. So do you need to remember all of these products? No, you don't need to remember all of them, but yes, you do need to remember certain products here, okay, because they the FSSAI in the exam it might be asked. Clear? Next, meat and meat products, fish and fish products, sweets and confectionery, sweetening agents including honey, okay. Now here it's here it's important, okay, you have to take care. So sweetening agents includes honey also, salt, spices, condiments and related products. Number 8, beverages, any kind of beverages, okay, but it should not be dairy, fruit or vegetable based, okay, because these kind of beverages have a different category, okay. Then other food products and ingredients, proprietary food. Now what are proprietary food? Proprietary food are a special kind of food which do not follow the usual rules and regulations, okay. So keep this in mind. Proprietary food, health supplements, nutraceuticals, food for special dietary use, food for special medical purpose, functional food and novel food. Then last one is irradiation of food, okay. So what is the last one here? Irradiation of food. Clear, guys? Next, the development and standards is a dynamic process. Why? Because the research keeps on going and these processes, these standards keeps on changing, okay. It's not stable, okay. Dynamic means something that keeps on changing, right? So the research also goes on and these standards are also updated. That's why it is known as a dynamic process. Now the formulation of standards, regarding the formulation of standards here, the formulation of standards of any article of food under the Food Safety and Standards Act 2006 involves several stages, okay. So first one is the draft. Whenever you are sending a mail, you will observe, if you are going to send a mail to someone and you don't send it, then it is automatically sent to the draft, okay. That means you have prepared a mail but you didn't give it the final touch and send it, okay. Similarly, the standard is prepared but it's not sent or it's not notified, okay. So when it is prepared, it is known as the draft standard, okay. First the draft standard or the plan is prepared or an outlook is presented about a particular standard and it is presented to the food authority, okay. So it is presented to the food authority, you have to remember this. After consideration by the food authority, the draft standard is published or notified for inviting stakeholder comments, okay. Once it has been considered by the food authority that yes, the draft is fine, okay, we can go ahead and we can start or we can introduce a new set of rules or regulations according to the draft standard, then it is notified to. Now who are the stakeholders? People like you, people like me, people like the food business operators, all the entities that are involved with the food authority who might get affected, okay, due to these rules and regulations or standards. They are known as the stakeholders. So their comment, so they are asked that is it fine? Is the standard fine? Okay, if it's not, then what should be what are the changes that should be done? Since India is a signatory to the WTO SPS, that is the agreement on the application of the sanitary and phytosanitary measures committee, draft standard is also notified in WTO, okay. So the World Trade Organization is also notified about the draft standard. Next, thereafter, considering the comments received from the stakeholders, the standard is finalized and notified in Gazette of India and implemented. Okay, so once these kind of comments are received from the stakeholders, the standard, okay, it is finalized. Okay, that yeah, now this is the final standard and this can be implemented and notified in Gazette of India and implemented. Clear? So each and every standard, rules and regulations are all of these rules and regulation standards are notified in the Gazette of India. Keep this in mind. Now suppose you have some kind of complaint about the rules and regulations, okay, or about the standards, or about the food business operator who is serving you bad food, or who is serving you unhygienic or unsafe food, then what can you do? Okay, hi everyone, hello. Okay, so what can you do? You have a consumer grievances portal. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, so it's a food safety connect here. Okay, so the website looks like this. Okay, you can track your complaint, you can log in as a food business operator, you can log in as a consumer. Okay, you can post your complaint here. Okay, so what are the main points here? Consumers can connect to FSSAI by calling on the toll free number 1800 112100. Okay, so this is the toll free number here, you have to remember it. Grievances can also be reported through Food Safety Connect website, this one, that is foscos.fssai.gov.in, consumer grievances. Next, Food Safety Connect was launched as Food Safety Voice in the year 2016. Okay, so when it was launched in the year 2016 as Food Safety Voice. Keep this in mind. Next, it helps the consumers to register their complaints and feedbacks about food safety issues related to adulterated food, unsafe food, substandard food, labeling defects in food. Now you know that the labeling that the companies used to provide for any kind of food, okay, that should be truthfully labeled. Okay, so now you must have heard, agriculture students must have heard this termed in seed science. Okay, so truthfully labeled means that the labeling or the information that is provided on the label is true. Okay, it should not be false, it should not be fake, it should not be misleading at all. Okay, so talking about these kind of labels here. Now if there is any kind of defect, or if there is any kind of the label is not right, or misinformation or misleading information have been provided, then you can also raise a complaint through this website. Okay, and misleading claims and advertisements also related to different food products. Okay, so I think this is the end. Yeah, this is the end of the session. Okay, so talking about the batches are starting from tomorrow, guys. So if you are planning to enroll in the English batches, then go ahead and enroll in the batch. Okay, there is there is nothing to get delayed, right? So these are the batches here. This batch is for the FSSAI assistant, personal assistant and junior assistant grade 1. Okay, the MRP is 8,999 and the price here that you'll get by applying the code Y291, that will give you maximum discount, is 2069. Second, the FSSAI CFSO or TO batch, okay, the functional knowledge and the technical knowledge batch. Okay, you will have food science and FSSAI here. The MRP is 12,999, but you will get this at 2,989 by using the same code, that is Y291. Okay, and here are the ebooks. Okay, so ebook starts from 999 to 1399 depending on the batch, depending upon the type of ebook that you are purchasing, and the price is 229 and 321. The code remains the same. And at last, here there are mock tests. Okay, for again you have to purchase it according to your according to the post that you have applied for. Okay, clear? Next, chalo. So here it's the final slide, and some of you are asking that, sir, to show the purchase here. So I'll also show that. Just wait a minute. It's simple. It's so I don't know how you maybe there is some kind of issue here, but I'll show you where you can find here. See, what you have to do is go to adda247.com. Here there is all courses. Okay, go here, all courses, or you can simply search here also FSSAI and you'll get the batch. Here there are state exams. Now choose the state accordingly. Okay, so for example, if I am going to choose, let's choose Maharashtra state exams. See, it's on here. Agriculture Mahapack, FSSAI assistant, personal assistant and junior assistant, and CFSO TO. Mahapack is also a good deal here. So whenever any kind of agriculture exams like FCI, NABARD, IBPS, AFO, or these FSSAI kind of exams are notified, so this will be covered under in the agriculture Mahapack. Okay, so if you want to purchase, you can go to the view offers and you have to enter your email ID, and here you can enter the code Y291. So as soon as you apply this code, you get the maximum discount and you get this batch for 9199. And I request all of you to, if you are purchasing any kind of batch, go to the Adda 24/7 app, because you are going to get 1% more discount. And you should have the coins, okay? And if you don't have the coins, then again no point. So after this, here are the batches for the assistant and all. In a similar way, go to view offers and just enter the code Y291. Okay, not a big deal. It's the same again, 2069. Similarly, you have CFSO and TO. The code is Y291. Okay, here it is. So you can also purchase this according to the post that you have filled for. Okay. So yeah, so today's session is done. We will meet again in the next session tomorrow. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay safe.